I'd
Yeah,
rather eat off a table, not off the floor, type of thing.
right. Well, I mean, that depends on the stripper,
Right.
right?
Well, exactly. But I trust a dirty stripper over a dirty street hoe.
I mean,
A
fair.
little more,
I mean,
I
you're not.
guess. I
Yeah,
don't
I
really
mean,
trust either one of them, but welcome back to Reckless Banter. My name's Rain,
I'm Amanda.
and we're back here on a Sunday afternoon, 2:30 p.m. to be exact, as of recording. How's it going there, Amanda?
It's going good. It's going good.
What you been doing
Watched
on
a
this
couple.
fine Sunday?
Watched a couple new movies. Hated one, liked the other. So
You watch a lot of movies, don't you?
it's my passion, man. I'm.
Like
I'm.
really, really? Like
Yes.
you're I guess you would call a movie buff.
Yes. Very much so. I love them. Love them all, except rom coms. I'm very particular about my rom coms because, but everything else, yes, I love.
I don't have
I
the attention
binge.
span or
No,
ability to sit down for,
long
movie
enough.
movie after movie. I mean, sometimes like when I'm just lazy, but even then like I just end up scrolling on my phone and not paying attention. Like I have to
Well, that's
force
lame.
myself to put my phone aside.
Well, that's lame. You're missing out on a lot of good shit, man. And a
Yeah,
lot of bad shit,
I,
but a lot of good shit.
I feel like all this technology has messed up my attention span. It's made it super short.
I think it has for all of us. Let's be
Yeah.
honest.
Yeah. Um so today's we got a really fun subject to talk about. Prostitution.
Yes.
Prostitution. It's the
Love me some prostitution.
oldest uh what they call it? Oldest career field basically ever,
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yep.
was listening to something earlier. It started like 700 AD or something. I don't know, like way, way back.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah. Well, and I'm sure that's when it was like first written, right? Like there's no telling how much. I mean,
All
as
right.
long as there's been vagina, I'm sure there's been.
Isn't there prostitution in the Bible, or it's talked about?
Yes. Yeah, for a long time people thought Mary Magdalene was a prostitute, and then later it was that theory was debunked that she was not. Now whether she actually wasn't or they just didn't want you to think she was, that's a whole nother debate. But for a long time it was talked about that Mary Magdalene was a prostitute. But I guess they didn't like that.
Have you ever known anyone that has purchased a prostitute?
I no no, I've known people that have talked about getting like escorts
Yeah. That's like glorified
for certain
prostitution. Like,
things, right? Yeah, but not like an actual prostitute. And I think there's so many like health risks on so many different levels, right? Not
yeah.
even just STDs, but like physical bodily harm or stuff like that because a lot of them, you know, with if they have a handler, we'll call them,
Mm-hmm.
um, you know, things of that nature. I do I did have some friends that would try to pick up strippers after we were leaving the strip clubs,
That's a little different, I think. I mean,
but they were gonna pay.
oh,
So I
well,
mean, it's a
not really
little,
then.
but not like a traditional,
Yeah.
right? Stereotypical. You ever
There's
thought
just,
about getting a
well,
hooker?
well, before I answer that, I was going to say, I feel like, in my man's perspective, I feel like if I'm gonna go out and try to pay for sex, I feel like I would go the stripper route rather than homegirl walking
Just
down
like
the
the
street.
yeah,
You know, I'd
yeah,
rather eat off a table, not off the floor, type of thing.
right. Well, I mean, that depends on the stripper,
Right.
right?
Well, exactly. But I trust a dirty stripper over a dirty street hoe.
I mean,
A little
fair. I
more,
mean,
I
you're not.
guess. I
Yeah,
don't
I
really
mean,
trust either one of them, but
right.
yeah,
It's just like
I've never had any desire to pay for sex. I've never like it just I've never needed to, first of all, but at the same time like I I feel, you know, like post nut clarity, I feel like it would be so bad after it was over. Like
Like you would feel
I
gross?
would feel so gross and just so disgusted with myself. I would lose respect for myself. Like it would be a whole just bottle rocket of emotions, you
And what
know?
and what part of the whole like situation would make you feel like what parts would give you the ick? Let's say she's a clean girl, let's say she's a, pretty girl, right? All those things.
Well,
What part of the situation would make you like go, "Oh my god, I'm so gross."
just the fact that I paid for it, really. Like, I just feel like it just feels wrong, I guess. Like,
So the
it's not something that should be paid for, I don't think.
so like from the morale part
Yeah, right,
side of
right.
things where you'd feel gross because of the morality of it.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
it's just off-putting to me. I just can't like for one I can't imagine doing it or wanting to, but then two, like I said, after post nut clarity kicks in, like I would just be like, what the fuck, dude? Like, come on. Could have spent that $40 somewhere else.
40. You got you a low end, baby
Yeah, you know what
girl.
I'm saying? Well, I mean,
That was just a
I work a
jerky
blue
jerky for
collar
40
job.
bucks.
Yeah, just a quick 40. It's all I had cash.
Hey, what can I get for this much?
Yeah. But yeah, like it was just degrading to my own self uh whatever you call that.
Like your conscience and integrity.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I mean, and of course there's, you could say like it's just how I'm raised and what I've been taught and making
Right.
me feel that way. But I mean, I guess based on where we come from and society in general, like sex is an intimate thing, and intimate means alone and personal, like
I I wonder if it's more that society has made sex a taboo thing.
I don't feel like it's as much of a taboo thing as it used to be.
Well, no, no, but even, 20, 30 years ago, it was still no, no,
Yeah.
right? So, it's become this like, oh my gosh, no, we don't talk about sex. We don't do the sex. We don't have the sex. We don't, ew, gross, no. And a lot of times, you know,
You say that's now
no,
or
like
back then?
back then.
Oh,
I
gotcha.
mean, I think it is less now just because as a society, we have more, how do I want to put it? I guess more availability as far as not necessarily having sex, but like seeing sex, reading about sex,
Right.
talking about sex. Like, you know what I'm
It's
saying? And like,
been pushed in our faces.
yeah, so there's way more media that has it.
Everything is over sexualized these days.
Yes, because sex
Everything,
sells,
yeah.
right? And I wonder if that's why like sex sells so much is because it was kind of like a hush, right? Like, I mean, I even remember being like really young and waiting for the little lines to straighten for a split second just to have that porno on the HBO. Um, the scribbly lined. But I think it's just because so many people like, I mean, my parents didn't talk to me about sex. I don't think they ever had sex. Um, I think a lot of times
It was jarring when
people
you found out.
yes, it was. It was very upsetting. But like I feel like to me, like I remember like my mom talking to me about like masturbation, right? And it
Oh
being
my
like,
god.
you don't do that. Like only boys do that. Only gross boys do that. Girls don't do that and all this kind of stuff. And I just remember like having that in my brain.
She didn't think there was gross girls out there doing that. She just
She
blamed
didn't want me to know about
only
it.
gross boys are doing that.
It's
No
just
girls
all the
do that.
gross boys. It was gross boys. Boys are gross. Don't talk to them. Don't look at them.
Oh
Don't
my
touch
god.
them. All the things, right? And I'm just like, man, I really wish she encouraged that more because maybe I wouldn't have been such a slut, you know?
Well, did she not encourage it, or did she like
No,
just
not
say
at
it one?
all. It
What
was bad.
was she just
No,
have
that was
one
bad.
interaction with you and said, "Don't do this, don't do that,"
Mhm.
and that was it?
That
So
was it.
so if she spent more time enforcing it and talking about it, you think you would have gone in a little bit
I
better direction?
I mean, maybe, maybe not. But I feel like sometimes the more and this goes for everything, right? I mean, the more people say that you can't do something or you shouldn't do something or shouldn't see something or read something,
Mm-hmm.
it just makes you want to do it even more, right?
Yeah, I mean, I was just thinking in my head like evil is always the more uh evil. The evil option is always the better looking option. But
Well, yeah, because it's more fun.
right, exactly. Like the better the word the yeah, I mean the more fun option is usually not the best one. I don't know what I'm
I
trying to
mean,
say, but
sometimes it's not. Sometimes it's not, right? But see, for me, prostitution isn't about it being like moral or demoral, whatever, or just like abortion or drinking alcohol or any of these other things that we've over time deemed, you know, not okay, right? And
hmm
I just, to me, it's more of a trying to regulate it to an extent where you want it to be like for good reasons, right? But it ends up actually making things a lot worse,
right.
right? And it pushes people to a certain to certain things and to do certain things, right? Because like with prostitution, for example, right? The three main reasons that prostitution was initially made criminal was because of the morale and religious influence,
hmm
right? The white slavery panic, which means basically the early days sex trafficking, okay, and public health. Now, all of those three things is quote why it was deemed illegal. Now, fast forward 100 years, has any of those three things gotten any fucking better because we have illegal prostitution? Absolutely fucking not.
Well, I mean, whether it's legal or not, it's still going to happen.
Well, right. So have we pushed the people that are still going to participate in it to more dangerous extremes by making it illegal versus saving the quote others in society from this harpy?
Yeah, I so let's start by this came up because in the last episode you said you think prostitution should be legal.
Yes, I do.
Um so damn, I forgot what I was going to say. So you and like but you think it should be regulated like
I think no, no, because once you draw that line, right, then you get pushed further and further, right? I mean, with again with everything, you could look at anything throughout history, and you start to draw that line, and it just gets pushed and pushed and pushed and pushed, right?
mhm.
So I think it should be regulated, but like internally regulated. I don't think a government entity should be regulating it. I don't think a law enforcement entity should be trying to regulate it.
Think it should be
Look,
a
if you're gonna
private entity?
Yes. Yes, because think about it. So my great great grandmother, who I'm named after, she was a madam in a brothel. She had a brothel,
Uh-huh.
and she's obviously I didn't know her, but she's my motherfucking hero because this bad bitch was married to the judge of the town, and the brothel was located above the courthouse.
Oh wow.
That is just damn genius right there. And that is the dinner that runs through my veins, and I love it. But you had more brothels, right? In a brothel, what did you have? You had a madam. You didn't have
Yeah.
pimps. You didn't have any of those kind of things. You had a madam that was keeping the girls clean and safe and healthy and all those things, right? But the second it becomes illegal, where do all those girls go? To the streets where their boyfriends can force them into prostitution. A man
So
can, take over their
rather than
shit.
yeah, rather than legalizing prostitution, you more or less think it should be decriminalized instead. Like legalizing it makes it where it has to be government regulated. But I can see where you like it's more
Mhm.
for like a brothel. Like a brothel makes sense. It is regulated and in a private institution.
Internally, right. Internally by the madam or whoever is running said brothel,
Uh-huh.
right? But at least that way the girls had a safe place to sleep. They were being taken care of, they were being fed, they weren't being pimped out, they weren't being beaten, they weren't, if anything happened that they were not comfortable with,
Mhm.
it was handled, right? Again, I don't understand why prostitution's seen any different than strippers, than escorts, than OnlyFans, than porno sites.
Well, an
Like,
escort is more of a regulated prostitution. Like
correct.
that's essentially illegal prostitution. Like you can get escorts in North Carolina. You're just going through a company, and then you pay a company to
Right.
allow you
And
to spend time with this girl.
they're
The
checking
rest is
you
left
up
unsaid.
to
Yeah.
them. Yes. But they know who she's with, they
Right.
know where she's at,
Right.
right? Things of that nature. Right? Now, does it necessarily take away the abuse side of things? Not necessarily, but it also doesn't make them, like, it doesn't put them in a situation to where it could be that way
Mhm.
versus now, because we still have prostitution, we still have STDs, we still have religious, moral issues one way or fucking another. We still have trafficking, we still have all these things, and all you did was make prostitution illegal, which in my opinion, in turn, made women's lives, put them more in danger than it
Well,
would have prior.
so like you say prostitution should be legal, but you speak on brothels and escorts. Like do you think just normal street prostitution should be legal?
If they want to, yeah.
If who
I
wants
mean,
to,
if
like
that's what,
the
if the this,
like should
I think the second we start picking and choose, because this is the thing, right? If you were, hard up on a Friday night and you're like, all right, I'm gonna go buy me some of that sex, right? You know that the following could happen. You could get robbed, you could get beaten, you could get an STD, all those things. Now you're going to do it anyway because you're like, I'm going to get that sex, right? People are going to do it, like you said earlier, like they're going to do it anyway. So, did making it illegal and criminalizing women for doing it and partaking in it make the situation better or worse? In a lot of cases, worse. I think making it illegal puts that stomach on it of, okay, well, you're a fucking criminal. Why? Why is she a fucking criminal? If she wants to sell herself and people are willing to pay for it, why does she have to be a criminal?
well, I think
Is that
it's
not any worse than somebody crocheting some fucking stuffies on Etsy and selling them?
well, I
Like,
don't
if
think you
it's,
can get STDs from stuffies, but
well, I
I
mean,
think
again,
it's
if you're going to risk it, you can get an STD from your girlfriend on a first date.
well, of course, but like I think it's to hinder the spread of disease.
Did it though?
I'm
No.
sure it did
Pretty
quite a
sure it did
bit,
not.
but if you made that legal on the street, I mean, you would have so many more pimps bringing in.
Would you though?
Of course, you would. It would it like a lot. I bet I'm sure there's a lot of
Now,
people that.
now with the
Hold on, hold on,
pimps.
hold on. I'm
Okay, go
sure
ahead.
there's a lot of people who would have had the idea to be a pimp, but they're worried about the legal system or whatever. But if
Well,
you make
that's
it legal, then there's going to be a bunch. There's going to be a flood of pimps.
but see, but this is the thing though. Making prostitution legal doesn't make what pimps do legal.
Well, that's why I'm trying to narrow down what you're
If a
saying
woman
should
wants
be
to
legal.
sell her shit
Mm-hmm.
to somebody, that should be legal.
Right.
But if, let's say, again, she's abused if she's beaten, well,
Mm-hmm.
that's assault. So
Right.
that's a crime,
Of
right?
course.
If she's drugged and raped, that's a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all still crimes.
Right.
You're just making it to where if a female wants to, she can.
I think if
And
you
she's not the criminal, because how many times, I mean, you're talking about so many, is like, so many quote prostitutes are missing or dead. Nobody gave a fuck because they were prostitutes, right? Because they're not even seen as like a person.
mm-hmm.
Why? But oh, you can't see them as a person, but you can criminalize what they're doing. Maybe she has to do that.
Well,
Maybe she
wouldn't
wants to do that.
wouldn't criminalizing them be said seeing them? Because if they didn't care, they just let them do whatever.
Well, they care about them prostituting, but they don't care what happened to them after.
Well, I mean, I don't, I mean, there's many cases, so it's hard to say who cares about what and this and that. But I think if it like it's like when OnlyFans came out,
Mm-hmm.
so many women ran to it just to like show their tits or whatever, just to make easy money. And I think personally, I think that's just very degrading of yourself. Like, I mean, it's
Well, it's
easy.
only degrading if you think it's degrading. If you're proud of yourself and you love yourself, it doesn't necessarily have to be degrading.
Well, I think it's degrading to yourself because I mean, like that's an intimate part of you. That should be for your partner, you know? Like it to me it's you're just spreading your body all over the internet and it's never going to go away. There's been so many women like what's
Okay,
her
so
name?
then, oh, go ahead if
I
you
was trying to
know her
remember the
name.
girl's name. Porn star who came out not too long ago saying like she wishes like she never did it just because like her shit's just everywhere and there's no way she can get it all off.
And she's not wrong, and I feel for her, I do. Because it is sucks. Because like, the aftermath of it and the realization kind of hits in. But then let me ask you this then. Because you feel that way about OnlyFans, do you think OnlyFans should just not exist at all?
I no, because it's not necessarily meant for showing nudity. Like
Right.
there's all kinds of different things on OnlyFans. It
And
just happened
you
to go
can
down that direction.
Right. And you can choose to date somebody that's not on OnlyFans,
Hmm.
right? And you can choose, right? So if you can choose not to participate in those things, or choose to date somebody that doesn't or hasn't, or whatever the case may be, why should we criminalize the ones that would, if it doesn't make a difference to you, when you can just date somebody that never did prostitution or isn't on OnlyFans, or whatever the case is.
To me, it's more about the safety and the spread of disease and women getting trafficked and like
Well, and all those things are still happening,
and I think it would
right?
happen a lot more. Like look at Portland, Oregon. They basically made all drugs legal there, and the
They
place
have.
has completely become a dumpster.
It
You
has.
can't walk 2 feet without seeing 15 needles. Like
No, and it's absolutely disgusting, and I see, and because that's another like kind of slippery slope. I wonder if, again, I mean, obviously you had people go a little crazy because they were illegal for so long, and then they were legal and everybody's like, "Whoa, let's go fucking smoke wine and let's go
right.
fucking do some crazy shit." Um that's sad. But I also don't know about making all drugs illegal either.
Legal or illegal? What do you mean?
Like illegal, I meant. Like I don't know if necessarily that helped the situation either.
I mean, like no matter what, like it's something that's always going to happen. But I feel as though making certain things illegal is a regulating thing, and I would assume I think it prevents more than it makes happen. Like, regardless, it's always going to happen. If you make guns illegal, people are still going to have guns. Like, it's,
Absolutely. They
but
are.
a lot more people have guns now because guns are legal,
Yes.
you know? So it's like,
Should they not?
no, I think guns should be legal. I'm just using an example. Like, if guns were
Mm-hmm.
illegal, only the bad people would have guns. Guns are
Yeah, because
legal,
they'd be the
so
only ones that could have guns.
exactly. So guns are legal, so everybody has guns. And if you made prostitution legal, like any girl can just be like, I need some money tonight, go do this. Like that
And,
one decision could lead her into being raped and then thrown into a trafficking
well, I mean,
situation.
she could be raped and trafficked anyway.
Could, but less likely.
But would she, but if it wasn't illegal, she wouldn't have to be so secretive about it, right? Because what's one of the things, right? If you're in a brothel and let's say like I'm a madam and I've got 20 girls. I know my 20 girls.
Right. If you go into a
I'm
brothel,
watching
I'm
them.
saying on
But
the
if it's
street.
but I know, but they're on the street because it's illegal. That's the only place that they can go, right?
But
Is on the
but
street, but
but
nobody's keeping tabs on
but we
them.
we were saying if prostitution on the street was legal, like if a girl's just like, I need some money, I'm gonna go
Yeah.
out and find a guy and let him
Mhm.
pay me to fuck me.
Yep.
You know, like
Yep.
she could whether it's legal or not, whatever. Like she doesn't know who she's meeting unless like it's some person she just happens to know. Like, hey, bro, want to come over and pay me $20 or whatever, you know. But if she
Same
just
thing can
goes out,
happen on a
if
first date.
well, yeah, of course, but we're talking about sex. We're bringing
Right.
a first date, and just meeting somebody for the first time is completely different than going for the purpose of sex. And if it's legal and she can just go out and do that with,
Mhm.
casually, then
Mhm.
she's more likely to run into somebody that's going to probably end her life or make her life horrible.
Would she, or would she be more likely to come across a white collar dude that needs to let off some steam because he's got a shitty wife at home, right?
I
Because I
mean,
mean,
it could go
those
either
things is
way.
going to
That's what I'm
happen
saying. I'm just
regardless of whether it's legal or illegal. But the problem is making it illegal made her a criminal.
okay,
That's the
but
difference.
there's a lot of bad people out there, and
There are.
if it's made legal, then all these bad guys are there's gonna be no fear anymore. I can just go get a prostitute, and then boom, like that's that many more bad guys. Like, of course, there's good guys. Like, whether the number be whatever it is, like there's always good and bad, but. I think she's more likely to end up in a bad situation if it's legal, like on both ends. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I disagree because I think she's in a bad situation because it's illegal.
But white collared men go to these bad situations to pick up
Of
prostitutes
course
too.
they do. But I mean, but look at the thing though. Like you have talking about bad people, right? Our most prolific in history killers, most of them went for prostitutes.
Hmm.
Do you know why? Because nobody was paying attention to them. Nobody gave two fucks about them. And so they could get away with it for long, long periods of time 10 years, 15 years. Hell, what the Green River Killer killed, what, 40 in 15 years? Because nobody gave a shit, right? Because it's illegal and they were criminals and they shouldn't have been doing that in the first place.
I'm
But
I'm confused at what you're trying to say. What do you mean?
well, I'm just saying, like, making it illegal again doesn't fix their situation. That doesn't make them safer. It hasn't ever made them safer or not, or not safer. Like it's going to be a shitty situation regardless. The thing is that should she be a criminal for it or not? If we take the morality out of it and we take it just as a business perspective, right? Just from a, you know, what's that? Damn it, perimenopause. I just had that fucking word.
Okay, so should she be a criminal if she goes out and
If
does that?
she goes out
But
and wants
like
to
we're
get paid
we're
for her shit.
we're both discussing like two different topics. Like, but so do you think the guy should be a criminal if he's paying for it?
No, unless he does a crime. No, I
like
don't.
a
If
crime
he doesn't
before?
rape her, if he doesn't beat her ass, if he doesn't do anything that's actually like a crime, no, absolutely not. I don't think he should be a criminal for paying for it.
Okay.
Right? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you're just a dude that wants to get off
Yeah.
and you go pay whatever it is, and you and this female have a nice time, you pay her her money, you leave. No, I don't think you should be a criminal.
But we're speaking of on everybody as a whole. You know, like whether he does it on this girl or not, or the next girl, or if she runs up on somebody who treats her nice or somebody who treats her terribly, like it's all in the odds. But
Well, she's gonna do it anyway.
so my point is, I think it's safer to make it illegal because it deters people from doing it. It deters more people from doing it. But if you make it legal, then more people are going to do it. That means more bad people are going to come in. More girls are going to do this or that, or fall into traps, get groomed, this and that. Like, I feel like if you open the floodgates are going to flood. You know what I'm saying?
No, and that is fair. Now, I wonder though if even if let's say that that's true, right? Let's say that's true. With it being legal though, she could actually press charges. She could actually go to court to face a rapist or assault charges or all those things. But as a criminal herself, it's a wash. You see what I'm saying? Like her rights as a female actually go out the window because it's illegal
Right.
versus legal. Because a lot of girls aren't going to come forward because it's like, okay, he beat the shit out of me, but I solicited sex. It's a wash.
Right. So
Because she's a criminal.
there's this thing called the Nordic model. Have you ever heard of that?
Mm-mm.
So the Nordic
think so.
model is basically selling sex is legal, but buying sex is illegal. And pimping and trafficking is also still illegal.
That should be illegal. I agree with this.
So it's okay for anybody, man or woman, to sell, but the crime is purchasing.
On the buyer.
Right.
That's kind of fucked up. Because, like, why sell it if the buyer's going to be the criminal?
Well, it's I was looking. Hold on. It says supporters say this approach reduces demand while avoiding criminal penalties for people selling sex. Critics argue it can still push sex work underground and make it less safe. I don't feel like I'm very much your typical dude.
No.
So when I think of something like this, like let's say the Nordic model was in law or whatever you say, like I still like don't. I would be more deterred from buying a prostitute for one, but also too, like
Right.
if I do hit a point where I'm that hard up and follow through with it, the fact that if I get caught, you know, thinking about that, okay, let me finish what I was going to say. The fact that I get caught and get in trouble and she doesn't is fucked up. But think about this. That brings in the whole rape culture topic, because if it's okay for a woman to do this and make money, how easy is it she can be like, he assaulted me or he did this, whatever.
Well, they're doing that already.
Of course, but if you make it legal, she could hurt more men financially or legally just because it's okay for her. She's going to get away with it regardless.
Is she?
Yeah, it's legal for her to.
I mean,
like she can make a claim.
That part, yes, but as far as the claims, though,
I mean,
again, you would investigate because that would be a crime.
you would hope, but how many
Right?
rape claims get? You know, how many guys go to prison for rape, and
How many girls get told they're liars?
I don't know, but I know a lot of guys go to prison for accused rape, and it wasn't like it was told. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
I no, and I agree, and I think that's super, super shitty because as somebody who's been put in a shitty situation and said
hmm
something and was told that she put herself in that fucking situation, um, I think lying bitches need to go straight to hell because it doesn't bode well for the ones that
right.
are actually right
hmm
have been actually assaulted, have been actually,
Yeah. It
taken advantage of, and it does make the ones that come out and are legit look like, oh well, she's just a lying crazy bitch
right.
because she can
Right.
just lie, right?
And
The
it's
thing is
yeah.
though is that, you know, fortunately, I think that we are getting in the past 5 years, 6 years or so with all of the crazy mess. I think we're on the tail end of it and hopefully able to discern real from fake a little bit better and a little bit easier.
hmm
Because there's been some very wrong accusations, very public. And I think that I'm hoping anyway that will lead to something a little bit more. But yeah, no, bitches be crazy. But again, that's also the risk y'all take being with a girl ever anyway.
I mean, yeah, but
So again,
the fact
the
that he's
only
already
difference
there for sex makes it that much easier for her. Like if she like
does it make it easier? I
if
don't know if it makes it
he
easier.
pisses her off, like he was there for that reason. You could find it in text or however they communicated, and then he assaults her. She can say whatever she wants and still
She
get away
can, but
with
she'd
it.
have to prove it. Because again, the crime is selling sex, not assault, right?
Well, the crime is buying sex in this instance that we're talking about.
Okay,
Like it's
right.
it's
So he
legal
paid
for
for
her, it's
sex.
illegal for him. You know,
Oh,
like
illegal for him. Yes.
and
Well, that's why
and I'm
yeah,
not
I don't
saying there was a
agree.
crime. I'm saying her just making an allegation that there was a crime
Right.
committed.
No, that's fair. And I don't love that the selling is legal, but the buying is illegal.
Right. But that's what we were
But
discussing.
no, you're right. You're right. You're right. I just like I'm like that whole concept to me like I get it and it probably does deter. I feel like it wouldn't deter criminals though.
Wait, there you go. There
You
you
know,
go.
so I don't think that part of it would
Well,
deter
that's and that's
criminals.
sort yeah. Like that's I 100% agree. Like, you know, you make drugs illegal, it's not going to deter the criminals. You make guns illegal, it's not going to deter the criminals.
Right, because the
That's the
criminals
point.
are gonna
But I
be
feel like
criminals anyway.
if you were to take prostitution as a whole, whether it be in a brothel or a whatever, or just straight up street prostitution, it's legal 100%. Like,
Hmm.
not only are the criminals going to come out, but the I've thought about it a time or two, criminals are going to come out. It's going to make it easier for people to make that decision to commit said crimes, I think.
See, I think it would have the opposite effect. If it was legal, where's the fun?
Sex,
Right?
that's the fun.
Yeah, but sex is fun anyway. Paying for it
Exactly.
though.
That's what
But
I'm
you're
saying.
paying for it. So if you're gonna pay for it,
How many
it's not
guys
as fun, right? Because again, rape 9.5 times out of 10 isn't about the sex. It's about the control. It's about the
Mhm.
power. If you take that power away, where's the fucking fun?
Right.
There's no fun. So if you made prostitution legal, criminals don't give a fuck about legal shit. Like they don't want to partake
But
in that shit.
this is sex, and you're preventing a certain amount of people from committing said crime of buying or selling by making it illegal. But if you make it legal, then those people that were afraid of the legalities now have no restriction and are going to do it. Then you bring in a whole nother
Right.
population of people.
But you're counting on criminals being scared of it being illegal already, and they're
I'm
not.
speaking of criminal. I'm not saying somebody who is a criminal currently. I'm saying somebody who has thought about things, and then when you put something in front of them and make it legal and okay, then it pushes them further. It's like
But
somebody
making it
who like aggressively watches porn. They start out watching this, and then they end up being a child predator because they pushed it to the limit so much that it brainwashed them essentially.
okay. Now, but making it legal, if we flip that coin, if you make it legal, then she or him, I don't want to forget the guys out there. Y'all can do it too, boo. Okay? Not trying to leave y'all out. My bad. They can take precautions
Yeah.
because they know what they're getting into. They know what they're doing. So they can take precautions, such as, being able to defend themselves or telling people, right? What girls do on first dates. This is his tag. This is his Facebook. This is his, Instagram
Yeah.
fucking shit. They can take precautions a lot easier.
That's true.
And then if something bad were to happen in that scenario, they can press charges. They're not a criminal. The criminal
They
is
could
the
easily
one
have
that
somebody on
committed
standby.
the crime. Right. And that's where it's like, okay, prostitution's made illegal for morality and for STDs and for trafficking. Well, 100 years later, trafficking is worse than it's ever been. Thanks, guys. Prostitution's still a thing, right? They just don't have any kind of rights or protection whatsoever because they're, quote, criminals, right? We still have the STDs. We still have the morality question. All those things did not lessen because prostitution was made illegal. All you did was made these females and males, hey guys, I'm looking at you, boo. All you did was make them criminals. Why? Because you can't regulate it? You can't keep up with it? You can't get taxes from it? Like, fuck off. That's all you did was make them criminals. And so now any crime against them, such as rape, trafficking, death, assault, all of those things, nobody gives a shit because it was done to a criminal, a quote criminal. So it doesn't matter. They quote asked for it, right? It's going to happen.
Yeah, I mean, I guess. I mean, like we said from the beginning, it's going to happen regardless. We can agree to disagree. Like
We can.
it's just one of those things. I think it just opens up a whole different perspective, or not perspective, but it opens up a lot more doors. For things like
I mean, and
like I said,
it
spreading disease or assault or just any of that.
It absolutely could. But the thing is it's not deterring it already.
Mm-hmm.
Right? It's not making
but
it
is
less.
though. Like it is deterring.
Is it though?
You can't say it's
not. Or do
not.
you just not know because it was done to criminals?
No. What I'm saying is there's no way it's not deterring it from, or deterring people from committing these acts. Like
I don't think it is.
You don't think there's you think there's nobody out there in the world that's like, well, if this was legal, I would, but because it's illegal, I'm not going to do it.
No, I'm just saying I don't.
Well, that's
think
what I'm saying though.
The
like
act is deterring anybody from doing bad shit.
No, it's not deterring people from doing bad shit, but it's deterring a population of people from doing bad shit.
Yeah, see, I still don't think it is.
That's insane, though. Like, how could you, like...
Listen, I think if you're a sexual predator of any kind, right? Of any kind, whether it's on females, males, children, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you're any kind of sexual predator, you're a fucking sexual predator, period.
But you can't...
It's not gonna matter.
Right. But you can't say there's people out there that don't break certain laws because... Or they... What am I trying to say? There's certain laws put in place so people don't break these laws because they don't want to get in trouble. Like, people that want to steal don't steal because they don't want to get in trouble. There's morality out there that prevents them from wanting to get in trouble. You know what I'm saying?
And so you're relying on the fact that it's a law is what's keeping them from doing it.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
Okay.
It's deterring people but who
maybe.
don't want to break the law and get in trouble. That's what I'm saying.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but I feel like if you have that, even that little bit of morality where there's that line drawn, I don't think making prostitution legal is going to be like fucking the purge day, right? Like I
But
don't
that's
think
not
that's going to
that's
necessarily
no, that's
open you up to be like, "Oh my god," because then again, if you go because hold on. Okay, like I was saying, if you're a sexual predator, you're going to be a sexual predator anyway,
mhm.
right? If you haven't gotten laid because prostitution is illegal and then tomorrow it's legal and you go get yourself a girly or boy, whatever you into, no judgment. I don't think that's going to necessarily make you be like, oh my gosh, I'm going to beat the shit out of this girl because it's legal, because that's not legal. The prostitution's legal,
Well,
but that part's not legal.
there are sexual predators out there or pedophiles out there that are pedophiles but have never committed an act. Like
Correct.
I've heard
Correct.
stories where people have confessed,
Tested.
like in the
Yep.
groups on Reddit and stuff, saying like, I am attracted to this, blah blah blah. I've never
Yes.
acted on it, which, whether you believe them or not, it's up to you. But the point of it
Right.
is, like, everybody
We all have
has, we
fantasies.
all, right, 100%, we all have
Hmm.
fantasies. And like, let's say if pedophilia was made legal, that pedophile would, doors are open. He's like, I can do it now freely. Like, at that point, now it's legal. What's stopping him?
That's very extreme, and I don't want to go there because pedophilia should never be legal, and that's
Agreed.
not what we're talking
Agreed.
about. We're
Agreed. But
talking about decriminalizing adult consenting people who want to sell themselves for sex or for money,
well, but the
not
point of
children that can't
well,
make
right, but the
decisions.
point of that is what I'm applying to everything else. Like, this person that wouldn't normally pay for sex because they don't want to get in trouble, they don't want to get caught, whatever. If
So
it's
you're
made,
saying that they can pay for it legally, but they're still going to commit a crime, though. That's
no,
still illegal.
no, that's not what I'm saying at all.
Okay, what are you saying?
I'm just saying there's going to be a more population come in to and start doing the said thing that they wouldn't have normally done in the past because
Well,
of the
yeah, because they
legalities.
would. Yeah, and why is that a bad thing?
Well,
So more
you've
people
been
would be
you've been saying that
prostitutes?
people wouldn't,
No,
or
no, no. You're saying I thought you were coming from a point of like wannabe criminals are like, oh sweet, prostitution's legal, so I'm gonna go commit a crime on this prostitute because prostitution's legal. And I don't think that's the case because they're still committing crimes. If you're talking about an influx of prostitutes, absolutely. But why would that be a bad thing?
I didn't say that at all.
Oh my gosh, what are you saying?
Well,
Because it's really, I'm so confused.
I we have to listen back now. I feel like we're going in different directions. Like,
I feel like we are too, because all I want is decriminalize people who want to
so
sell
you
their
want to
bodies for
decriminalize it
money.
rather than legalize it?
Well, whatever. I mean, legal, illegal, decriminalize, criminalize. It
Well,
doesn't
like I
matter.
said,
I
if
don't think they should be criminals if they can get fucking if somebody can is
so,
willing
you
to
think it
pay
should
them
be
for
decriminalized?
fucking.
I can agree with that. It should be
But all the other
decriminalized.
crimes
But
are still
making
crimes.
making it illegal, then, like I said, then it has to be mandated. It has to be, uh, what's it called when the, like, government takes in and
No government
well, like, okay, right. But what I'm saying is,
because they don't make it better.
if it's made legal, then it has to be regulated.
Well, yeah, internally,
Yeah.
privately,
Well,
whether again
but
depending on what you're working
that
for.
would be the biggest fight ever. So, like, let's just say legal, like, the state or government's probably going to take over. They're going to want to make taxes off of it, of course. Like, they're not going to make it legal unless they can make money off of it, for
Well, of
one.
course, because
So
that's why
it's
it's
going to be
illegal in
ran
the
by
first
the
place.
government or the state, whichever they decide. And it's like, it's just, it would be insane. I do, like you said, like, regulating it to a point like where people can pick and choose or whatever, or
Right.
like,
Like
like
if you want to work in like a brothel kind of scenario, or if you want to
or
work for an
if you have
online
a
service,
security
or
guard.
exactly, or if you have like a private,
Yeah,
yeah, like
that I get
security
that.
that watches your back, things like that. Because I think if you with making it illegal, that it minimizes the safety precautions that these people can take for themselves,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you're having to do it, you know, quote secretly, not that they're very secret, but like you know what I'm saying, like
Right.
you have to and you have to rely on shitty shady people that are quote watching your back. But if you had like legit services, right, like an online service or a legit brothel or you know, things like that, to where you can actually, you know, these people are being checked out, they're being confirmed, they're getting validations, you're safe, people know where you're at, you can press charges if something bad happens, you know,
Mm-hmm.
all those things I think would be better.
Yeah, I agree with that. Like I agree that I think it would make it easier to make it a safer atmosphere.
Yes. Yes.
But at the end of the day, I just don't think women should be selling their bodies. Truthfully,
And that's fair. I don't necessarily either.
even to the point of like OnlyFans, like no shit. If I went Bentley, stop licking me. Jesus. If I went on a
Bentley
dating,
wants to be on OnlyFans.
yeah, stop. I don't know what his deal is. He won't stop.
He's like, I
Um,
love you.
so
No.
if I went on a dating site to find a
Hmm.
girl or whatever, and you know whatever we meet, we go on a first date, and she tells me that she has an OnlyFans, I just instantly, automatically lose respect.
Which is fair. I think that's fair. I mean, I you know, have mad respect for myself, and
Mm-hmm.
fortunately for human beings, that can come in many different shapes and sizes and all the things, because it also kind of bore like it comes down to your personal moral
Mm-hmm.
compass, right? Whether you were raised religious, what kind of religious, not religious, in and out of places, respected, non-respected, heard, not heard, you know, all of these things that make us. And then when we become adults and we start having our own, you know, situations, and we start learning and the difference, it's like, because I always say, like, no offense to y'all, but it's really easy to be a lib when you don't pay taxes yet. Like, it's kind of like one of those things, right? Like,
Yeah.
it's super easy to have a certain idea about something for a long time. And then when you become an adult and you start into the real world and you come across different kinds of people and different things, and it kind of molds you completely differently a lot of the times, where
Yeah.
you look at things a little bit different, and not as closed off, right? Because think about it, your moral compass up until you move out is basically based on whatever your parents said.
Right. 100%. The reckless hot take of the day.
Yes.
I didn't really find anything per se that like to read off or share or whatever, but I do have my own hot take.
Oh, okay.
I am sick and tired, and I also can't stand. I'm sick and tired, and I can't stand self checkouts.
Oh, I only self check out.
I mean, most likely me too, but it's only because I can get in there. Like there's more than like usually there's one open, you know. But if
Right,
you want to
right,
go
right.
and have Wanda check you out, there's a little bit of a line. You know,
No
this
doubt.
lady's got 100 items. This guy has a turkey.
Yep.
But I
Yep.
just like I don't want to have to scan all my shit. And like every time I buy beer, like you gotta wait for them to come over and check your ID. And most of the time they're like not paying attention, or they're talking to somebody, or
Oh, I know.
whatever it
I
may be.
usually am like,
Yeah.
hello. Right? Or like all of my stuff that I know have to be like age checked, or like I'll
Yeah.
get the dogs, their flea and tick stuff, right? And it's got that stupid
Mm.
fucking shit on there. Oh, I fucking hate it. I put it all to the side, and then when they're going to help somebody,
Oh,
I'll
yeah, there you
grab their
go.
little shoulder and be
Hey,
like,
hey,
"Hey,
hey,
I'm
hey.
gonna need you in a minute."
That's a good idea.
Right? Yeah. So I'm like, okay, all this stuff, because I love self checkout, because one, I feel like I'm a lot faster than little Wanda.
I mean,
You're killing
yeah,
it, Wanda, but I feel like I'm a little faster. And
I'm definitely faster.
I like to bag things together in a certain weird control freak kind of way.
See,
And
that's the
they
part where
never
I don't want to
do
have to
that.
bag shit. I don't want to deal with that.
They never bag it right. And it always, and even if I put it on the belt grouped together, somehow it all ends up all sporadic, and then I get pissed off when I get home because, like I said, I'm a control freak and I want it bagged. Like all the stuff I buy to make the dog food, I want it in one bag, and then all of
Yeah.
my frozen stuff I want in one bag, and then all my other stuff, like I don't want cleaning shit mixed in with my food shit and
Mm-hmm.
all the other crap, and I just feel like, Wanda, again, you're killing it, girlfriend, but you're not gonna do it right. And I don't want to have like a fit in the parking lot, like rebagging my shit in the back of my car.
I just like I'm the type of I don't know. I don't know if it's because of COVID or me getting older or just a mix of everything in the
Could
last
be both.
5 years of my life.
Right?
Like I
Could
just
be the shit show.
I don't want to have to deal with people. I don't want to like I hate waiting on somebody.
People suck so bad.
I hate when I'm at a light and the light turns green and I'm just sitting there waiting. Like people just take forever. Not even if they just not pay attention and don't go, but just they go, but they go as slow as possible. You
I
know?
know. It's just like, well, and I always like it was I made one of my managers laugh really hard because we were in the company truck and we were going through a parking lot, and I let these people, walk, right?
Mm.
Cuz pedestrians have the right of way. Yeah, okay, whatever. Um And they were walking so slow.
Oh
Like
yeah.
my
Like come
one-legged grandma in
on.
a walker would go faster than these bitches. So I put the window down and I was like, "Hey, knees to chest. I want to see knees to chest. Let's go." Right? Like not all of us have all day,
Yeah.
Karen, right? So, and he just busted out laughing. I think Sprite came through his nose because he's like, I've never heard that before. I'm just like saying, I'm like, if I'm going to be nice enough, it's the same thing when you like hold a door open for somebody that's
Right.
like, and you realize, fuck, they were a little too far away from me
Right,
already,
right, right. That's a
and I'm
hard
going to
thing
be,
to
and you
gauge.
have to just stand there. If I'm doing something like that, I want to see knees to fucking chest,
Hey, right.
right?
I want to see you trot
Hasten,
up, not just
right? Like, let's go, right? Because I'm standing here looking like an idiot holding this damn door for 30 minutes, Carl,
yeah.
while you walk from your car to
Sit down.
all through the parking lot to the door. Now, was it my fault because I misread the distance? Probably.
Yeah.
Okay. But I was raised to open the door for people, hold the door open for people. If somebody lets me cross the street or whatever, I am knees to chest. Like, I am not asking for too much,
Mm-hmm.
but just the same amount of courtesy back. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
right.
just a little bit. Like
It's got to be a
take
50-50.
note that somebody's doing something for you and show them that you appreciate it. I mean, run your fucking ass across that damn parking lot.
Yeah. There's two sides to, those situations. There's your part and my part. We have to work together to
Right.
make this work for each other.
Right. Let's be a team.
Right.
Okay. Team player. All right. All I'm asking
But when it
is just
comes
for
to
a little hasten.
self-checkout, I don't want to be a team player. Like
Well, it's just you with
I
yourself.
I'm
so
team
you just
I'm team give you my money and that's it.
yeah.
Like I don't want to have to come into your store and purchase or shop your products and then go
Yes.
check myself out, bag my shit, decide whether I want my receipt sent to my email or my phone or want it
And then
billed
you
to
have
me
to
in a
put
mail.
it all fucking in.
Yeah,
I'm
like
just print this
and
shit
then the
out.
100,000 questions these things ask.
And a lot of self checkouts are like way worse than others,
Yeah.
right? Me and Dan were at Kroger, and this was months ago, and we did the self checkout because I always go to the self checkout because I'm not trying to make small talk with you, Wanda, but whatever. Hope your grandkids are great. But Kroger self checkout wouldn't let me do it as fast as Walmart self checkout will, and it was really pissing me the
There was a
fuck
delay.
off. Yes, and it was pissing me off. And then it was like, take unscanned item out of bag. I'm like,
Oh,
bitch, I
God.
scanned it.
Yeah.
So then I had to take it out, and then we wait, and then we have to put it back. Like, it was a fucking disaster. So there, I will never self check out.
Most of them have the little guns now, which I think is quicker.
Oh, the guns are great.
Yeah.
You don't even have to take shit out of the fucking
Right.
buggy. You're just like bang, 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 bang,
Right.
boom. Bam, bitch. I'm out.
Like if I'm
Yeah,
buying
no.
eggs or something like that, like if I got one or two items, then okay, yeah. But if I need my ID checked and I got, maybe 5, 10 items, like I don't want to have to deal with all the extra shit,
I don't blame you. I
It's
don't blame
just
you.
like,
I get it. Like I said, I'm a little bit more take charge. Like, hey, you don't need to come here. All this shit. So just don't, right? Or if they like
I'm
notice
gonna
real
try that.
fast and then they try to like walk away and I'm like, no, 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 wait, 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 I've got more shit. Right?
Yeah.
Like, no, I don't know where you're going. You're just gonna come right back. So
Yeah.
stay here. Just stay. Stay. Let me get this and then you can do your shit. Right? Like it's fine. But yeah, no, you gotta catch them, man. You gotta catch them bitches. And if they're youngins, no offense, youngins, but they are so fucking oblivious.
Oh my, yeah.
Oh my gosh. There was one chick I had to walk up to her after flashing light for what felt like an eternity. And I was like, honey, I'm sorry. I don't know if you saw me or not, but I need you to come over here. Thank you. And then I can get out of your way, right? Like then you can go on with your day and I can be out of your face. But for right now, I need your face to get over here and do some clickety clickety click.
Food
Or
Lion.
just give me your fucking shit and I'll scan it and put my birthday in.
Just give me
Right?
your
Like,
code.
just
I'll
give me
do
your
it.
shit. Like I'll just do it and then you can just keep doing whatever the fuck it is you're doing. I don't care.
Food
I'm
Lion
just
has a system now where those people that stand there at the self checkouts have like a tablet type deal,
Oh, so they can
and
remotely do it?
they can remotely do it. Like
Mm.
there's been times where I'm still waiting, and they're like, "You're good."
Yeah,
Oh
dumbass, pay
shit! Oh, it's
attention,
my bad.
right?
Why didn't you say something?
Dumbass, pay attention,
Yeah,
man. Okay, we did your thing. Why
just
are
sitting
you
there.
like mean mugging
Yeah,
me from like 10 feet away? Like I did it. Thank
starting
you.
to think
Have a
of
great
what I
day.
got to do the next day and shit, and I just kind of go
Kinda
off into
zone out and be like,
space,
I'm just expecting
waiting on
them
the guy to
be
come
shit.
check me out.
Just expecting them to be shit. I was actually thinking that you were gonna bring up that Senate person wannabe as the hot take
Oh yeah, I
today.
forgot about that. No,
Yeah,
I mean that's its own hot take.
it is.
Isn't that wild though?
It is crazy, and I will have to say that's they're. I'm trying to say this somewhat kind of nice,
Like I don't even know
because
how to bring it
again,
up. Like
I'm not transphobic. Again, like we've established, like I'm down. You do, like you do, you boo. I don't care. Where my issue lies is the lack of effort.
that's honestly what I was gonna say. Is like
And that's my issue.
if you're if you're trans and you actually put in the effort, do whatever you got to do, cool. But if you're just a man putting on a dress
Putting a dress on, that's
and
where I'm like,
changing your name,
are
like
you? Or are you
okay,
just trying to capitalize on some social bullshit right now? Because I think you're full of shit.
this man said like I just want to use the bathroom.
Yes, and then when he was talking about like he just wants to use the bathroom and he wants to do it without being assaulted, I'm
Yeah.
like, well, so do we, honey. That's the problem, right? Like, I'm
Right.
not saying he would. I'm just saying, like, again, if you are a trans person, specifically a male transitioning to a female,
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna give a little rundown for you guys, okay? Which is why a lot of us females don't do most of these things, okay? Because it's a lot of fucking work. I want to see a clean shaven face. I want to see makeup on it.
Yeah.
I want to see your hair brushed. I want to see your legs shaved, your chest waxed, preferably.
Your
Okay?
effort would go a long way. Like
Want to
in the
see
in the
an
judgment
effort?
coming from somebody else.
Yes, like I want to see you actively making an effort. And if you're new to it, I want to see you speaking to females. Oh my gosh, I love your makeup. How do you do that? Or hey, your eyebrows are so great. Like where do you get them done? Like I want you to be actively trying to better yourselves to forward facing be female.
Right.
right?
So,
That's all I ask. Because
right.
if we have to put in the effort and you're trying to be us and you want to be us, then be us, baby. But that comes with waxing, shaving, plucking, makeup, dressing, bras, undergarments. It comes with the doing your hair. Like, there's a reason we're in the bathroom for an hour, guys. It's a long fucking process.
So you think if they made it where trans women could come in the women's bathroom, it would bring in a lot more predators?
I think
How would it not?
I think it would.
How would it
I think it
not?
would. I think
You
it
just
would.
open, like I
My
said earlier, opening the floodgates. Like if you allow
right.
somebody to, they will.
But the difference, right? And again, your point, I completely agree with you on this point, because as a female, if I'm going into the restroom, I'm vulnerable and
Mm-hmm.
I'm not choosing who's in there with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, I'm not making the choice to say, okay, I will I will, prostitute myself to you specifically, right? Like, if you're in a bathroom or a locker room where it is a female area, you do have the solace and the somewhat safety of feeling like there's only going to be females in there, right? But then you're also talking about children
Mm-hmm.
being in there or not being in there. You
Bathroom's a
know,
very vulnerable place anyway.
it is a very vulnerable place, and you're not choosing, right?
Right.
Your situation. You're not putting yourself in that situation. Just because I have to piss doesn't mean I'm putting myself in a situation to where I'm welcoming who the fuck ever into that space, right? So your lack of choice is a big deal, and I do think it would potentially welcome a lot of predators. I don't understand why, and girls out there, please, if there's like a legit reason that I am missing, please tell me. But I'm having a hard time understanding why we're so eager to allow something like that when we fought so hard to keep it out of there.
Isn't that
You
crazy?
know what I'm saying? Like, I don't understand. And again, if anybody has like a legit argument to why that is, please tell me, because it's possible I'm missing something. I doubt it. But it's like, like women's sports. We fought for a long time to even be able to play sports. Why are we so willing to just give it back to people with dicks,
Yeah, right.
guys? Like, again,
That's the
I'm just
craziest shit.
asking. Like, I'm like, why did we work so hard to have our quote safe spaces when we're just like, oh yeah, just let anybody in there? Um,
Wild.
okay. Are you
Completely
like,
wild.
what the fuck are we doing? Now, this particular person, right?
Uh-huh.
I will say that I appreciate that they're not 90. So that's a plus. So we're moving in the right direction, right? They don't have a visible oxygen machine or nurse on standby. So that's a we're moving in the right direction. My problem is again, if you're gonna put yourself out there as a representative,
Mm-hmm.
who are we representing? Because you're not representing a man and you're not looking like you're trying to represent the women.
Right.
It looks like to me you're just trying to represent the very, very small percentage of people that you think you're a part of.
Mm-hmm.
And
If you're gonna call yourself something, at least put in the effort.
that's all I'm saying. If
If
you're
if you
like,
if you
again,
want to be something, then be it. Don't say don't.
for years I worked in a salon. We talked about it. I had to wear heels all day, every day. I had to have a full face of makeup all day, every day. I had to look good. My outfits had to be great. My roots had to be zero. Like, everything, I had to be waxed. My shit had to be on point because I was representing a workplace where women were going to look good when they left.
Yeah,
So we
that
had
makes
to look
sense.
good, which I respected and I
Yeah.
understood, because it's like, how am I going to talk you into getting your nails done if mine look like shit?
Right.
Right?
100%.
I mean, and why are you going to get your makeup done for me if I don't even wear it?
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah.
So again, but it's a lot of fucking work. So if you're going to do it, just do the fucking work.
Mm-hmm.
There are so many, like, you guys have it awesome because there's like so many fucking YouTubes and TikToks and fucking how-to videos and all this stuff. I didn't have that. I had to have my manager teach me how to put makeup on when I first started working at the salon because I didn't have any fucking idea, right?
Yeah.
But we didn't have like how-to YouTube, you know, like how to apply and how to contour and how to shade and shadow and blend. We didn't have any of that shit. Y'all have that shit. So there's absolutely no reason why you can't go drop $50 at fucking Walmart, go home, sit on your laptop and figure out how to do your makeup.
Yeah. Totally
I'm
agree.
sorry. Like, that's where I kind of lose the respect. And that's for all people, not just them. Like, I lose the respect. If you're going to say you're something, make the effort to be that thing.
Agreed.
Right? So yeah, but that is bless her.
Yeah.
She's in a world.
We can't say we didn't see it coming.
Yeah, well, right. No, we
just...
did. And I think it is one of those things too where it's like, you know, we've been bitching for so long, right? Because this certain generation has been in power for decades. And then it's like, great.
Finally, one of them was brave enough to get up there.
I mean, yes, like mad respect for you know, them putting themselves out there so publicly and so like, I mean, brave. Yeah. I wouldn't do that, but brave. No, so like mad respect for at least you changing it up. Maybe hopefully this will wake some other people up.
Yeah.
That are like, you know, I'm not 112 and I could go into politics. Like maybe it would open it up for other people as well, so we can get a little bit.
Yeah, it's a good way to look at it. Yeah,
right. Diversity a little bit.
Make people feel a little more
not
confident.
Just all the old white guys. Like maybe we can have some different, you know, or huge mega bitches, right? Like maybe we should have a little bit of diversity. Yeah. So I'm trying to be positive about it.
Alrighty. Well, this has been a fun episode. I love this.
This is good. No, this is good.
Really good. Shout out to that whatever, you know, running and shout out to prostitutes and all that.
Prostitutes, stay safe, baby. Stay safe.
I wonder if we could find like a prostitute to do an online interview with.
Oh my God, I would love that so much.
Wouldn't that be cool?
Seriously, guys, I would absolutely love that so much. Even if you're just like a you know, escort, like a better, less,
or somebody who used to do it,
or who did it when they were younger, like whatever the case is. Like I would absolutely love that, because it would be very interesting to get their perspective.
It'd be very informal,
for sure. Yeah, absolutely. I would love that.
Perfect.
Absolutely love it.
Well, even though I hate it, go subscribe. Actually, you know what? I thought about this today. Don't subscribe.
Don't do it.
I don't want anybody to subscribe anymore. No more followers on Facebook.
Nope.
Don't do it.
Don't do it.
Do not hit the subscribe button. Do not hit like, share.
You better not click that.
Don't even talk to your friends about this podcast.
Don't say shit.
I don't want any. I've got enough. We've got enough followers. We're good.
We do.
All right.
We don't need any more.
Awesome. Amanda, it's been fun. Thank you guys for listening. Actually, no, thank you guys.
Yeah,
if you're listening, go somewhere else.
Don't
Jesus, what are you doing?
What are you doing with your lives?
You know what?
Thank them.
Thank you, Amanda, for coming and joining me in this.
Thank you, Rain. It was a lovely conversation.
Yeah, and nobody else.
Absolutely love talking.
Nobody else besides us two talking matters. The listeners don't matter.
No, not even a little bit. Love you, mean it.
Yeah. If you did listen, thank you, though. You know.
Yes. Yeah. Love you, mean it.
All right. Have a wonderful night. This is Reckless Banter. We're out of here.
Adios. Bye.
Bye.